Ndị be anyị kenekwe m unu. Anyị sị ka nkonye chiri ya zelu. Anyị sị ka ọ mara na Igbo na mma. Anyị adị ka Chineche ada agwụ agwụ. Otu anyị kwuru ya, otu akwa ya dịrị. Ise, ise, ise. Anyị dịka o si dị ụbọchị uhuruchi nketa anyị wetara nnukwu ozi. Biko geenụ ntị. Ife according to the Biafran activist wetara ya bụ ozi. Quote, Bola Tinubu in shock as ECOWAS court released Nnamdi Kanu. Divide Nigeria, Biafra Agitation is not a crime. Here the news in details. Alright, according to the activist Tarayabo no Bosiwuchinketa, the Rakukoya Masim Kaigeya before Jimakia Webia, very important update. Basta Maka Yabigo Nworo Wendi Bonazo, and Nnamdi Kanu, Koeswe Patana Onomboro. Alright, Diki Gabife, Igesia Gediat Yenino Kunirawo. Alright, over to you, sir.
They have pushed them to one side. They don't want them to belong to Nigeria. And come to think of it, who is Nigeria? What is the meaning of Nigeria in Yoruba land? There's no meaning of Nigeria in Yoruba. There's no meaning of Nigeria in Hausa. There's no meaning of Nigeria in Igbo.
No, what does it
These
mean?
British people, they carry us together so that they now name us Nigeria, so that we will not even understand ourselves. They use that name to confuse us, so that they will be making us. That's why these British, they will not want Biafra to go. Because the day Biafra go, or Yoruba nation go, the end of British has come. Don't forget what happened when the children during that time when they agree, they said they want to build a house to go and meet God, so that they don't need to be praying to God. You know, we human beings, we like what we see. That's why today some people serve they serve soul. Some people serve different things. They believe they can touch. They wanted to build a house to go and meet God. They can communicate. They can go and meet God. God, why are you not giving me this? And God saw that these people, they will actualize this plan. They allowed them because they were speaking in one language. And what did God do? God used it separate their language. They could not understand themselves. You go and bring block. This one will speak Igbo. You go and bring a smell. What happened among us? That is how God destabilized them. They could not build that house to God. The same thing British use against Nigeria. British bring us together, that different culture, Yoruba different culture, different language, Igbo different culture, different language, Hausa different culture, different mindset, and bring us together because we will not understand ourselves. And that's why these British people, they are making us on a daily basis. And we say enough is enough. Thank God for what the Tuore is doing in Africa. The Tuore that is open the eyes of Africa and see that this Onipo supposed to be the one come to Africa to come and be serving us, not we going there to serve them. Because God has given us the mineral resources in Africa to develop Africa, but because we allow these white people to brainwash us with religion, today we are now a slave to this Onipo, which is not supposed to be.
Burkina Faso rejected 200 mosques from Saudi Arabia. And the Bible told Saudi Arabia, instead of building 200 mosques for us, why don't you give us schools and hospitals? Do you think that Nigeria will ever have a time to do that kind of same?
Nigeria politicians are criminals. They are criminals in the sense that if it will be Nigeria now, Burkina the Saudi Arabia now come to Nigeria, we want to build mosques, we want to build church, they will grab it because from there they will loot money. But look at Burkina Faso, a man who mean well for his citizens. He told them it's not religion we need. It's not mosque we need. All we need hospital. We need road. I told you that religion has caused more damage to this country. Go and look now. Nigeria, churches everywhere, mosques everywhere. Where are you seeing conflict? Most of this general overseer, most of these imam, they are using religion to escape poverty. Go to school, you cannot go to church school. They say na church get this school. Go there, go and have the pride. Your pikin, you when they go to church, your pikin don't fit go to church school because the money high. The same thing go to mosques. These people are using religion to escape poverty. And that's the brain on the board these British people have used that lets you religion to convince them. Humanity first before religion. If Africa, Nigeria leader allow humanity first before religion, we will not be in this level. And that's why you see in the north, oh, somebody insulted Prophet Muhammad, let's stone him to death. Also, Efulefu people, were you born with Quran? Were you born with Bible? You came into the world. You now decided by the virtue of you met your family a Christian, you decide to be a Christian. You met your family a Muslim, you decide to be a Muslim. Or in one way or the other, you decide to change. This is the religion I want to practice. Why are you bringing religion before humanity? Humanity before religion. Did you know the Jesus Christ that you are fighting for? Jesus Christ is supposed to fight for you, not you fighting for Jesus. Muhammad is supposed to fight for you, not you fighting for Muhammad. That's where our leaders are getting it wrong. That's why you can see somebody like Opus Adema, oh, I'm spending 1.30 billion to send people to Mecca. Is it not nonsense? How many factory has a whole Uzodinma built in Imo State to employ Imonite to work?
But we're looking at that. Uzodinma is supposed to be an Igbo man from Imo State. Why is this sending? Because we don't know how many Muslims are in Imo State. Why is he spending a lot of money to send Muslims to Mecca in a Christian state, and we know that Imo is a Christian state? Why do you think that he's trying to send Muslims to Mecca over 2.1 billion naira?
Oh, Uzodinma, as Igbos, I'm not an Igbo man, but many people will tell you that it's been planted here to take the instruction of Fulani. Don't forget that whole Uzodinma was in 4th position during the elections that they claim as a governor. From 4th position, you say number 1 has a 4th, the 2nd person has 4th, 3rd person has 4th. It is the 4th person that is now good to be a governor. Can't you see where Uzodinma have gotten it wrong? I have said it without number, I'm not an Igbo, but go and make your research. During the Biafra war, many Fulani went to go and fight Biafra, and they pregnated many Igbo women. Many Igbo women are pregnated in Igbo culture. If you don't marry their daughter, you pregnant their daughter, they assume that that child is not yours. That child will now bear the name of the parents. If you hear say they call person Christian, Ikechuku, there is nothing mean they are Igbo. Most of them are not Igbo. Most of them are Fulani in disguise. Na Fulani give birth to them. They be bearing Chief Ikechuku, Chief Okachifo. They be Fulani. They are not Igbos, and that's what you see that is happening in the southeast right now. Most of the governor, instead of them to fight for Igbos, they are fighting for Fulanis. Look at Southwest here. To a large extent, Southwest governor, they came out, they formed a security outfit called Amoteku. Amoteku is confronting the herdsmen. Tell me in the southeast, which is the security outfit that is uniform in the southeast that is confronting the herdsmen? They are just doing their thing. They are allowing the Fulani to have access to their land. You told us that Samuel Ekpan is the problem of the southeast. We assume that if Samuel Ekpan is being held, there will be peace in the southeast. But since Samuel Ekpan has been restricted not to communicate with Biafra, now Nnamdi Kanu in the custody of DSS over 5 years. As I speak to you now, more killing in the southeast, more kidnapping.
So who is responsible for this?
That is the question you have of Uzodinma. That is the question you have like that. The rest leaders who are telling you, oh, Samuel Ekpan is the one causing nuisance, Nnamdi Kanu is causing destruction. This set of people should be questioned whether they are real Igbo. As I have said it, whether you are Chief Ikechuku, whether you are Chief Uche, whether you are Chief Okafo, does not mean you are an Igbo man. Go ask Kutuga, go and make research whether during Biafra war, a Fulani man pregnated your mother and gave birth to you. And the family decided to, oh, since they did not pay money to your head, you will bear the family name. And that's what you have that is happening in Igbo land. The only Southeast leader now that you can see that the Southeast voted for, Alesoti, you can see is doing it differently than what others are doing. And today, let me appreciate the Senate, the Southeast Senators who have came openly and told Nigeria, told the Biafrans all over the world that this thing the jam did to Igbos is intentional. There is no way you explain it. How do you tell me that a particular region was affected by jam and you knew it? You went ahead to release the result. So you did it to them during the election. You also did it to them in jam. So that's why we are talking about the marginalization of people in Nigeria. And we are saying that allow these people to go. Let me tell you, one of the benefits of allowing Biafra to come, if Biafra come today, it will be a benefit to Africa.
How will it be a benefit to Africa?
Now let me tell you, the greatest mistake Gowon did is to fight Biafra. I am from the Middle Belt. And we are telling Gowon to do the needful before he meets his ancestor, just like Babangida did.
What is the needful?
By Babangida told the world, told Nigeria that it was not the Igbo that planned the coup. Today, he healed a lot of things. If Babangida go now home now, at least he will have rest of mind. Yakubu will not get the rest of mind if he did not do the needful. By apologizing to the Igbo for fighting Biafra.
Yakubu should apologize to the Igbo.
Yes, for killing millions of people. Let me tell you, Gowon was used by British. British used Gowon to stop Biafra war because they knew that if Biafra would have their desire, then British would have been out of Nigeria. And that's why they supported Gowon to fight Biafra, to kill millions of Biafra. As I speak to you, why I tell you that Biafra freedom, Biafra sovereignty will be a help to Africa. Biafra supposed to be the Japan of Africa. Biafra supposed to be the China of Africa because God has given them the brain. That's why you can see they might not go to school, but what they are manufacturing is beyond human thinking. These are what God gave to them. Go to other developed countries now, you will see what they are doing. Igbos are there. Igbo's brain. Can't you see what they are doing? This is not, it's not a magic. It is what God has given to them. And that's why I say you cannot curse whom God has blessed. Even as you are, if you have a friend who is progressing, who is doing well, if you are jealous of that friend, you will see that you'll be going down. It's a natural. Be happy with that friend, and God also will have a way of doing your own for you. That is who Igbo are. But the moment the APC government came in 2015, Buhari unleashed his hatred of the Igbos. He thought he was doing Igbo. He don't know that he was doing Nigeria. By demoting Igbos, by not allowing Igbo to be the position they deserve to be. Look at where we find ourselves. Under Obasanjo, when Igbo was on the affair of the economy of Nigeria. Can't you see the way we were flying? We were one of the best in Africa. The other African countries were coming to Nigeria to seek for greener pasture. But as I speak to you today, you will find it hard to see any Africans now coming to Nigeria for greener pasture. A few years ago, we were shouting, Ghana must go, Ghana must go. But today, in Ghana, they are shouting Nigeria must go. That is to tell you the difference. When Buhari came in, he brought the Fulani men who does not know their left from their right, and they messed the economy up. Look at where we find ourselves in Africa today. The same thing Tinubu is doing, which he has promised Nigeria. I will start from where Tinubu stopped. Look at Minister of Power. You came under you the first time in history. You said there is what is called Baji. There is Baji. Imagine somebody in one room is paying 15,000 naira monthly, and yet it's not saying the lie.
Now let's talk about
criminality.
Yakubu Gowon. A man from Plateau State was here, and that was last week. He said Yakubu Gowon will definitely be regretting why he fought the civil war against Igbos. Do you think that the way these S-men are doing in Plateau, that Yakubu Gowon will be regretting?
Yakubu Gowon is regretting why he fought the Biafra war. But he doesn't have a choice because British use him to achieve their purpose. And that's what these British do. That's why Nnamdi Kanu say, go and serve the zoo and come back with shame. I've said if it is now, Nnamdi Kanu will not describe Nigeria as a zoo. Because as it is now, zoo is far better organized than Nigeria. In zoo, when lie or show up, whether you are Igbos saw ahead of time, they stood. But the Nigerians, rise up like the people in Benue Plateau, maybe, and the rest stood against the Igbos to join the Fulanis to fight the Igbos, including the Yorubas too. Yes, they fought the Igbos, the Biafran war, and at the end of the day, what happened? Why is Nigeria crying today? Why is Benue crying today? Why is Plateau crying today? Why every other person crying today? Because of the nemesis of the crime they have committed before. That is why they are present. Because they have a short sight. Igbos have a long sight. We foresee ahead of time. Likewise, what happened to the case of Nnamdi Kanu, what he has said. Tell me the things that Nnamdi Kanu have prophesied that have not come to pass in this country. But then mention one. And you are saying that we should come and do what? Under what? Under what purpose should Igbo man come and unbow to Nigeria, to Fulanis before they become president? We don't need it. Because Nigeria,
the job presidency?
Yes. Let me tell you, Obi Peter Obi, Atiku want him to be his running mate. Atiku that wishing Obi or wanted Obi or wanting Obi to become his vice president, his vice. Was Obi not part of Atiku before? Obi was with Atiku as vice in 2019. Though actually they won the election. But it was, the mandate was denied of them. As a result of power of incumbency, immunity, and position, and the influences that makes them not to take their mandates. And let me tell you, and what makes Obi to separate from Atiku? Something leads to something. And something makes Obi to leave Atiku and stand alone in LP, Labour Party, which matched Obi announcement politically today. In 2023, I put it before you, Mr. Anchor, that Peter Obi confidently won the election. But Igbophobia, that Igbophobia of a thing.
Peter Obi won which election?
2023.
But the INEC has declared that he had only 6 million votes, but the Bola had 8 million, and the Atiku has like 7 million.
My beloved brother, you see why I always not feel happy with the people. Forget what Mahmoud announced, because Mahmoud was under control and under the influence and under commandment of Igbophobia. That this man is an Igbo man, the result must not be given to him. Let's change the result. Let's turn the table upside down. And let me tell you, had it been that Obi is a northerner, are you telling me that they are not going to give it to him? And the word plays against Atiku as at that time, let me tell you, was as a result of Muhammadu Buhari being the northerner. And he was the one that just left the power. So that is what played against Atiku. If not so, they would have given, Atiku would have emerged. Obi emerged being an Igbo man, Mahmoud under the influence of Buhari and co. The agreement which he has reached with Bola Ahmed Tinubu, that was what played in 2023. But let us stand up and speak the truth, because we are breathing the air given to us by God Almighty. Let us speak the truth, and let's continue to say the truth. Obi, you and I vividly know he won the election, but was denied. Take it or you leave it. And if Obi, let me tell you, if Obi did not win that election, why is it that the youth rose up, revolted to carry up a protest? Because they know that whom they have given their vote, but was denied. Have you ever seen such a thing after Abiola? Have you ever seen such a thing taking place in this country? It was first in Abiola time, second, it was in Obi time. That is to tell you that they know their choice, whom they have voted.
But can the Igbos, because the way things are going now, it has been said that the Igbos must first abandon this Biafra agitation for them to be trusted with power. With the way things are going, can the Igbos ever be Nigerian president?
Igbos, I'm not even praying for Obi to become a president any longer. I'm not praying for any Igbo man to become president any longer. Because when I was saying it, they never believed it. Even in that 2023, when I was ministering, I said it, that even if Obi win election, they are not going to give it to him. And the people oppose it. And today, at the end of the day, what happened? Is it not what happened? So I don't even need Igbo man to become president. I need Igbo man to become the president of Biafra. Because if Nigeria is well managed, properly arranged, if Nigeria is a country, as they said, meant to be one, or they reason it as one, or they see it as one, I see no need of them saying that Igbos must bow before they become president. I see no need of them not giving the same development they give to West and the North, they did not give it to the East. Yes, in terms of development, such like seaport, international airport, and every other development from the federal government. If truly they said they are not having anything against the Igbos, what stopped them ever since that time not to give such, federal might, federal strength in the southeast? And let me tell you, it was as a result of that ignorance and negligency of Nigeria.
And tomorrow we say you are marginalized. Nobody marginalize Igbo people. Igbo people are marginalizing themselves.
What they want to gain about it?
Themselves. Because of stupidity. If you come to Igbo land, we contend against ourselves. We fight against ourselves. But to outside, we cannot fight anymore. We cannot fight anymore. I remember during the time of 1993 election between Colin Sobi and Simon Bakwe contesting for Imo State governorship. I know mayhem Colin Sobi cause under NPP against Mbakwe and the NPN in Imo State. I know the mayhem. So they sent Colin Sobi, his thugs killed one of his brother. His Colin Sobi thugs killed one of his brother. It cannot happen in the north. Eh? Now you are saying you are marginalized. Who marginalize you? You present yourself because you are free to come together. You are free to speak with one voice. You control developing other people's area, developing other people's cities, towns, jungles. You are free to develop your own place. Look at Apuga, Ojuku form. Where is Apuga today? Apuga managed to get 2 states, Imo and Abia. Roger Okorocha win governorship of Imo State under Apuga. Later took Apuga to APC that is destroying everywhere now. Where is Apuga? Peter B was handed Apuga over. Where is Peter B and Apuga? Tomorrow you say you are marginalized. How many people have Peter B went and visited in the home for everywhere where they kill? But how many, anything not now, Peter B will go there and donate. Look at a very dark man. Even Peter B put him out that the very dark man should be released recently. How many times Peter B have thought that Nnamdi Kanu should be released, someone else should release? These are the Igbos. Tomorrow you say you are marginalized. When you don't marginalize yourself, is it not that eye will open that Nigeria don't want them? Is it not that Igbo man eye will open that Nigeria don't want them? And let them do their business now. Abuja is their own. Let them develop Abuja. Abuja is not, let them do. Look at Wayet. This recent result. All the whole people that fell were from southeast. The whole people that fell Wayet were from southeast. Now look at census. All of them they are removed. To show that the people of the East are north and the west. Politically, economically, Igbos are OES members, slaves, and they want to be slaves. Look at in the house. They cannot speak for their people. Now they are crying, let us go. Some people are crying, let us go. We don't position against them. It's not Igbo people. It's not people, Igbo governors are happy. Igbo people are happy. Senators happy that the Finland have finally arrested someone. And according to say you are marginalized. And people who want the marginalization to stop, you are against them. And you come out and say you are marginalized. This is the beginning of the sorrow of Igbo man. This is the beginning of sorrow of Igbo man. Unless Igbo man repent and find their square root out of Nigeria before they will get what they want. And who will finance it? The same people in corridor of power who are betraying their people. Recently, also the man we are shouting, someone IPOB, causing mayhem. I'm representing so the man, forgive me. Why would they forgive you? Because I committed crime against your own people. Why are you going to church? Tell the Reverend Father to pray for you that you will be forgiven. Because I'm committed crime against your people. Eh? Why is it? I said, if Igbo man did not sit up, most of the people that call themselves the stakeholders in Igbo land, if they don't sit up, this census or something is a minor thing. It's just showing them where they will landed at the end. If not by the grace of God, if not by the grace of God, other times could have wiped Igbo man off by this time, and our politicians will be there looking for their own pockets. They have bought a house outside them, where them and their children will go and stay forever. But remember, home is home. Home is home. They should think twice. All these guys, if you don't marginalize yourself, who marginalize you? If the Igbos did not marginalize themselves, who marginalize them? Zik went against Ojukwu in Biafra war. Make sure Biafra fall.
Ndị be anyị ngwadarụ niile nụ dịka onye si wee gee ya bụ ife anyị ji maka ya wee bịa n'ebe akwụkwọ n'ụbọchị uhuruchi nke taa. Anyị chọrọ ịma ife unu chere n'ụdị nke unu gbasara maka ya bụ ife nwanne nwoke kọwagasị update o wetara anyị n'iru akwụkwọ ka efu nche gbasara maka ya bụ ife dropụrụ anyị ya n'akara comment na comment section ka anyị fụ alụ gị fụ ife iche ngwa ka emesịa na ụmụnne m.